Please call the roll.
Yes, Barbara Evanice, Felicia Salazar,
Present.
Elsa Reus,
Present.
Carla Gota, Jeanette Saran, present, Geraldine Amandola,
Present.
Justin Trujillo,
Present.
Charles James, Suzanne, Crossland, Madeline Santana,
Present.
Zia Aleman, and Jacqueline Levita,
Present.
and Omar Sepulveda.
Is he officially? Yes. Omar? think so.
Let me double check.
I'll
I'll tell you.
notify.
He wasn't in the role you sent me, but
Give me 1 second.
He was a guest. He was a guest
Last
last
time.
time.
I mean, I haven't been notified that there was a swearing for cultural affairs.
It was.
I mean, I'll double check, but right now, I don't have anything.
Yeah, I guess, man.
If you guys want to continue with the agenda, 'cause I don't want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
stop you,
yeah.
but I'll double check.
Okay, so, any public comments? We have some guests here.
Madam Chair, we have guests that we can get their names to.
Yeah. Sir?
Hi, my name is Mario Huxana.
Oh, Mario. I know you. Yeah.
What's his name?
I
Can you spell your last name?
Remind you me of
Yeah,
your name?
it's,
Sorry.
spell it.
Can you spell your last name?
V as in Victor, U, K, S, A, N, O, V as in Victor, I, C. Huxana.
I have his name on the email. So
The emails were shared with you guys, so you guys should have it, his information.
Let me see. I'm Felicia, yeah. I know you call me all the time.
It's a small world.
The place to play.
I never saw you only on the phone.
Yeah.
This is your opportunity to give a public comment, because after that, they're
Yeah.
gonna continue with their
Yeah.
agenda. I know
You
you're
wanna
here
say
to
something?
talk to
Now?
them.
You mean right
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
Real.
Oh, thank you. I want to introduce myself. I'm a professional guitar player. I play the Spanish acoustic guitar. And I was looking for opportunities to perform and to play and to entertain for your events. I even came prepared to do a demonstration if I was allowed to do so. It would take less than 2 minutes. If you grant me that. If not, I understand.
No, we, I have you're registered in our.
Yeah.
registry. It's just that we're trying to fit you into the right, we have events coming up.
The right
And the right venue.
Sure.
So I always have you in mind, so don't feel discouraged, it's just that I want to make sure that you have the right audience. So thank you
Okay.
for coming and meeting our
Absolutely.
group. It's so, we'll, we'll, like I said, as soon as we find something, of course, they have to approve the performers and all that, so, thank you for coming.
Okay, thank you very much.
Anybody else? Oh, we have Nancy Roger, she's not saying anything, she said. She's just going. And Officer Amador. And then we have Lisa Martinez, who she's gonna be doing the presentation for us. So, anyways, moving on, any deferrals, additions and deletions? Right? Okay, on. Review and approval of the minutes of, April 9th. Real quick, hope you all read it. There's a couple of things that we have to fix. And. Yeah, we're missing, I don't know, the rest, everything is fine, except, the
Anybody
roll-
wants to move the motion so we can discuss it? To approve the minutes?
No, well,
Correction.
corrections. We need to make some corrections. So I make a motion to, review the minutes and make the corrections that we think need to be added on. On in favor?
You can make.
You have
you
to
can
make
make
the
the
corrections.
correction. I would make the motion, I motion to approve the minutes with corrections and
With
state your
corrections.
corrections.
I make a motion to make corrections as follows. Roll call was, Trinette was put as present and she wasn't. When absent, of course, is Trinette.
See,
The
hard
Carla and Eloise.
and everything.
If that's the motion.
Okay. These are the corrections that I saw needed. So anybody else is anything else?
Well, we need a second now.
I need a
I
second.
second it.
And now discussion.
Second, by who?
Second by Ella.
Second one.
Okay, discussion? Okay. Okay, all in favor of accepting the minutes as corrected?
Aye.
Again. Okay, next item, chairperson's report. We have a guest today, Lisa Martinez from the Process Science Museum. She was invited by, I guess, the town to do this, because we, okay, I'll let you explain.
Okay, well, thank you so much for giving me a little bit of time on your agenda. I'm here on behalf of Cross Science. They are going through a master planning process, and we have my firm, LM Genuine Solutions, has been engaged to being able to do 25 different listening sessions across the county. We want Commissioner Garcia, Commissioner Garcia, your commissioner, wanted to make sure that we touch bases with representatives from Miami Lakes. And so here we are, wanting to be able, and we had reached out proactively, trying to be able to gauge the right group to be able to connect with. We were guided to your committee. And so I really appreciate Chair and city staff giving us the opportunity. And we have 10 minutes, and the process that we're going through, the museum that's located downtown, I'm gonna learn to or not, they're going through a master planning process, and they want to be able to get insights from districts across the entire county, from families, from teachers, from higher ed. And so we've been listening across the entire county, and this happens to be last but never least, my last listening session. And so in being able to ask some questions, and I'll gather that information through this process, and then it'll be appropriately represented in the report. Then they will take all the information that we've gathered from the community into their master planning process. And so I know that you do have a packed agenda. So then for the most part, I just have a few questions to be able to ask, and I'll take that information back and go from there. If you would all indulge me on that route. Great. And so, how many of you have been to Frost Science Museum? So we've got 1, 2,
I
3.
used to be a member, actually.
Oh, a member. There you go. So
I used to.
used to be. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people out of the whole group. Okay, so then if when you were visiting, what did you like about it?
Everything.
What do you? Okay, so that's very specific. What was your favorite part?
Well, the nice show.
Okay, so you like the planetarium with the lights and
Yes.
And the
Location.
area.
okay, so and then you like the location downtown.
Yeah.
It's like a good okay.
By the water.
Yes.
The
Okay.
animal aspect of there's what I remember that.
Oh, yes, yes. And how was it? Did you visit long ago?
Yeah, it was right when it opened.
Oh, right when it opened. Okay. And so yes.
Aside from the events
Mhm.
or the displays,
Mhm.
it was very clean, very well organized.
Okay.
It was pleasurable to be in that environment overall.
Okay, and so then you liked, and so you liked just the way that the building was maintained and the order, and the
Yes.
way that it was structured.
Besides all your displays and events and what have you.
Okay, thank you for that.
In
Pete.
addition to,
Yeah, got it. Any other things that,
I like they had the manta rays, you know, and we talked
oh,
about-
interacting with the fish.
Something
Yeah.
about some of that.
Okay. Okay, and then if you haven't attended, why haven't you attended?
I meant to
think I did
attend.
attend, just
Okay.
a long time ago.
So it's been a long time ago. Okay, and then what about you?
I think at some point I did, especially when it opened up.
Uh-huh.
I think as a military, I went in and they were able to provide for servicemen. I think it was a ticket or for you and your immediate family,
Mhm.
and I think they switched it to like only one ticket
I
for
see.
the service member now.
Uh-huh,
And if everybody else would pay,
uh-huh.
so I think that kind of changed the whole idea.
The
of taking
cost.
The cost.
So the cost would be challenging. And then I did hear a couple of you already say, I've been once, but it was like a while ago. And so what made you you went once, what makes you not want to keep coming back? Yes,
It became, to me, more like the children's museum.
Okay.
It starts getting worn out and
mm-hmm,
the same.
okay.
So it becomes like a tourist trap in my.
Okay,
in my
but this is
opinion.
good input, because what
Yeah.
they're trying to be able to gauge is
Yeah.
feedback from the locals, right?
Yeah.
If you,
Right, kind of becomes something that for locals is once every room, like going to the monkey jungle.
Right.
Where it used to be, or
Mhm.
going back to parrot jungle.
Mhm.
Monkey jungle, I remember.
Monkey jungle, parrot jungle, the place that you go once and then you won't go back for a very long time, unless you're here showcasing the Miami to somebody that's visiting. Does that make sense? And you get stuck going, okay, all right, any other feedback just in general about the museum that if you
I mean,
haven't gone,
The views from the building, third downtown is awesome.
You like that? Yeah. so then the location resonated with you.
My oldest son had the run, City of Miami Police Run before graduation.
Mhm.
And after that, we actually walked through you have dogs and cats.
Yes, yes.
Statues,
The park, yeah,
right?
yes, that's
So
correct.
that was very nice. That was very clean and neat.
So you like the area around
Like
it?
the offices and the location
Mhm.
is, even if you don't go into the museum, you still have some things to do.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've been meaning to go.
and you've never been?
I've never been.
Is it because of the distance or what is it? that
No,
motivates-
I was gonna go with my daughter-in-law, cause she's a member, and
Mhm.
then it just didn't work out. I really wanna go with the children.
With the children?
Yeah, with my
No, the
grandkids, some of my
children-
grandkids, yes.
So you see it as a connection when you're gonna go with kids, you see that as the
A
experience,
family,
with
a
as a
family.
family, a family experience,
Yeah.
okay?
You have any tickets?
Actually, we do have tickets, we do have some tickets for you for participating. I think I'll have enough for two for everybody, I think, I have 20 there, so, giving me the 10 minutes are gonna get you some tickets.
I was gonna go with the ladies,
Okay.
the ladies that went on
Okay.
the field trip, but then I was away.
Oh, so there was a field trip?
Yes, they-
yes.
the
So tell me a little
elderly-
bit about
The
that.
elderly,
Elderly Affairs Committee.
Oh, you
Yes.
you went as an elderly affairs committee?
yes.
Yes.
Yes,
And what-
it was
what were your
one of
thoughts?
our Outings, one
Okay.
of our events, they loved it.
Okay,
Yeah.
And, as it was said, even the walkthrough,
Mhm.
the animals,
The
was
eco area.
cats, I
mhm.
think
Oh, yeah, the
so.
dogs and cats, yeah.
Beautifully done.
Mhm.
I couldn't stop with my camera.
So you like the photo ops, it seems like you're going to a special place to be able to go,
Absolutely,
okay?
Absolutely, and I showed it off at home, and I had taken my grandchildren there,
Mhm.
but that was prior to that outdoor exhibit.
Okay,
Mm.
okay, and then, what about as a cultural affairs committee? Do you have any science or STEM activities in Miami Lakes?
In the schools, no?
The schools.
So
and
school
that.
activities?
We-
The
Yeah.
schools do.
Yeah, we haven't had any.
Yeah, I'm just, because we're trying to be able to say, and then with the Science Museum, are there any idea, would you like to be partnering with the Science Museum here? If it's far, what do you think here in Miami Lakes? What would you like to, if there are ideas that you could be able to come up
Wait,
with?
I was thinking when I got the email does the museum have like a mobile or something that they can bring to Miami Lakes and have the children here or
Mhm.
even the adults
Mhm.
exposed to not just advertising the museum, but maybe a little piece of.
Like an exhibit.
Like an exhibit.
Yeah.
Well, this is the kind of feedback that they're trying to be able to gather based upon their master planning. Where are they gonna invest, you know?
Museum
Mhm.
here.
Well, and if you had a branch of a museum, like a
Branch of
satellite,
museum,
do you feel
satellite
like
museum.
it's having it be so far, it would be better if it was closer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, okay. And then, do you find that there are a lot of science activities for the children in the town?
Not necessarily.
And do you think that, are there a lot of children, families looking
Yes.
for activities
Oh, yeah.
here?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
absolutely.
And then, what, if you are there other institutions that you think would be good partners for the Science Museum if we were thinking about partnering with institutions in the town?
What do you mean institution?
If there are other like, if it's arts, cultural organizations, nonprofits, are there other partners that you work with in your
We're
committee?
trying to get an cultural art center, but it's been a struggle, so
Okay,
if we could partner or collaborate
Mhm.
and bring all that here, because we are a beautiful little town, but we need an art, our own little center
Mhm.
for activities to do exhibits and so forth. And we prepared back in 2020, a white paper we presented to the council, and COVID happened and it was put in the back burner. But that's still actually in my report to the council that we do by semi-annual, whatever. That's part of my initiative.
It's a priority.
Our center, because that way we can bring museums like yours to have like temporary exhibits or
Yeah,
permanent
yeah.
exhibits, and that's what we want for the town.
Okay, okay. Any other science or STEM or even if it's not science or STEM cultural activities that you are working on or that you would like to be able to have at the town, just to get a sense of what your priorities are as a committee?
Miami Lakes has a youth, another committee, I believe, right? Youth.
I use the right
Yeah.
word.
Mhm.
And they have their own clubhouse.
And we have an
Yeah, they
educational
have their
board too.
building, we don't. We
Okay,
have to like go to do our activities like at the church for the
I see.
concerts or in the park
Okay.
or here.
Okay.
Or in the community center, so we'll sort of like gypsies,
Yeah, trying to be able to find your home.
yes.
And so do you do activities as a group outside, other than the field trips outside of the town?
No,
No.
the culture first, no, we do everything.
Everything. Okay, and so then if you were to have an exhibit, you took off your roles of regular life and you become the CEO of the Frost Science Museum, what exhibit would you want to see happen there?
Hard to tell.
Animals, the children
Animals?
love animals.
Okay, and
Yes.
any other final ideas on that front? Because I know that it's 10 minutes, so I want to make sure to get
Interactive, activities,
interactive
Yeah.
activities.
especially STEM.
Technology.
Technology, okay.
I think the future is AI, whether we like it or not.
Mhm.
I think, even for ourselves, even for our elderly affairs committee, I think technology is that's the only way we're heading.
Do you think that that could be an area where you could partner with the Science Museum if they bring technology with the arts? Would that be an area that you would be interested in exploring?
Yes.
Yes.
You know,
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other ideas for the exhibits that you, if you were the one who was in charge, what you would like to be able to see happen and its interconnectivity to you?
Like a flight simulator,
Okay,
because they had a flight section, I remember when we went.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
okay,
And we're having like a lot of issues not having enough, airspace people in the controls right now.
okay.
They were talking about that being an area to expand.
So thinking about how do you connect workforce opportunities and careers and introducing careers to people? Okay, any final thoughts? Well, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank
I
you
know
for
that you
coming.
have a full agenda and I just wanted to make sure to say thank you. The Frost Science Museum, just so that you know, wants you to be able to, if you haven't been there in a while, I will leave it with your chair. And we have 20 passes to be able to distribute to the group. And then we hope that you get to visit if you haven't visited in a long time and really appreciate your participation in this.
Great.
you.
Have a great day.
Per person. Whoever wants, whoever wants.
Yeah, like, yeah, and if you want to distribute two per person, and then if there's leftover, how you could be able to distribute is.
Okay.
Okay. All right, thank you so much. Okay, have a great day. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, yeah, keep, any ideas you want to send my way, let me know.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Through the chair, we have one more guest, so we can get his name too, we just want.
Oh, that's right. We're out of the public comment, but I know if you want to. Go ahead.
Well, I'm back, so, we have proposed,
What's your name, sir? Sorry.
hi, sorry, I'm Oscar Flores from Family Food Truck Events. I,
Okay, hold on.
Family
We have-
Food Truck Events.
We have to open it up again.
We have to open up public comments again, so do I hear a motion to open up public comments again?
I
You
make
can
a
make it.
motion to
Okay.
open
make
public
a
comments.
motion. Second,
Second.
Elsa, in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. Alright, so, I'm Oscar Flores, I run Family Food Truck Events, I do a lot of the events here and the activities for the town. For, some of the committees. We have proposed last time that we were here to do an old school festival, and we kind of got it going. We're still in that process. I had that date also proposed for 4th of July to bring, Lanier, a Grammy singer, award winner, he's a salsa singer. I just wanted to make sure and to follow up on this to see if we can make it happen. I had talked to the mayor of the town. He loved the idea, but it's on 4th of July, so we had to connect with you guys to see if we're able to make it happen. In the process, there is some expenses attached to it, but I wanted to see if we could include them in the sponsorship proposal that you guys are have or are creating for 4th of July to give it a little bit more value and to help pay some of the costs for the artists.
Last time, we spoke, I know we discussed that we had to move money around. Unfortunately, we had to get the council approval and it's sort of like, you know, plays out. But, we'll, for the 4th of July, we already have a band, unfortunately. If we can fit in another type of entertainment, we'll let you know. How soon do you need to know this?
Really soon. I mean, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity really for the town. We have the artist that day. And this is something that is not easy to put together. We just want to be able to, I guess, try to add him if you guys have a presentation, so then we could give more value to the sponsors by adding on an A-list artist. That we could do meet and greets with, we could have them go to their venues.
Yeah,
There's a lot of different things to be able to raise more money, because now you give it more value. It's not just a local band and the same thing, so.
yeah. Okay,
um,
like I said, we'll get in touch with you. We have other events coming up. So we'll keep you in mind, and if the package remains the same, you had all the information there, the one that you gave us before?
Well, that package was for something different. That package was for a
Can
free.
you send to Isle and share more or less what you're proposing again?
Okay.
So we.
Do you want me to share something for 4th of July, or you guys are totally off?
We're still, hold on a second. We're still, working on it. The town the staff is doing, we basically are, the culture affairs is responsible to get the band and,
The singer,
for the national anthem.
national.
And, but you will have to get in touch with Isle, and of course, whatever you propose, it has to be approved by us and so forth.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, just send her the information and then she'll
Okay.
share it with us.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Right, thank you.
Okay, back to item, we're back in
B?
6B. Okay, that's gonna be quick. The quarterly debriefing, we had each committee present their, what they've been working on and so forth, what they're planning to do. And then we also had, they spoke about the Robert rules, and as real quick, I don't want to spend too much time. I hope everybody read it. That, the changes that they want to, it's already, approved by them, and it's, as you know, some members in the committee have been absent for a while. So we need to address that. I will get in touch with you, council member, or most people that have excessive absences. So, because, today we barely make quorum, but it happens, we have a lot of things to cover, so, if you have any questions, if you have any questions, we thought we were gonna have someone from the town, council member to explain or no, because they're the ones who wrote this, but I'll explain more.
No, just to Felicia's point, I wanted to make sure to let you guys know that, yes, there will be somebody, our town attorney, or between our town attorney and our council members, they will be coming to all the committee meetings, kind of to fill you guys in on the rules. But essentially, they haven't shared with you guys via email, so please take a look at them. If you have any questions, I guess come prepared. Hopefully, maybe they do it next time. I don't know, I don't have confirmation yet, but they will be coming in soon. And just wanted to highlight the attendance. Very important. There's been a lot of changes on that, but I do want to mention that this doesn't work retroactively. It's essentially we're starting now. So it's from now moving forward. I do mention that because I know some committees, including you guys, have had issues with people repeatedly being absent. However, we're not retroactively removing anybody. It's essentially starting.
So
That's all.
whoever was absent before can start from scratch now?
It's not starting from scratch. They're just not being removed. Like the rules didn't apply back then. The rules start as of now.
Okay, so,
With this meeting.
Yes.
okay,
Because this is the first meeting you guys are having since, well, they started last council meeting, but this is the first meeting that Cultural Affairs meets for after that, after the rules took place. So
okay.
for example, if somebody's already been absent 3 times this year, they're not getting removed based off of these rules. That's starting now.
So how about someone that has like,
All the rules start from this meeting
Yeah.
on, right?
this meeting on? Okay, so if this person was gonna be, she had like 5 in a row. Okay, she comes next time, she's back in, okay?
It's not back in. They were never removed. The rules don't apply until, like, essentially, if somebody's absent me, I was a member, I'm absent today, I'm absent in June, I'm absent July, then this applies to me. The
Starting
rules are
to-
not starting
Yeah,
retroactive.
starting with this meeting.
Starting with this meeting.
That was a question that I sent to Clarissa, but she didn't clarify it for me. So thank you for clarifying. So from today, May 14th on is.
Right, the new rules are in effect.
New rules are in effect. Okay.
Through the chair,
Yes,
do you want to explain the attendance rule?
okay. Well, the attendance rule is, is here. Let's see.
Would you like me to?
No, it's, attendance is, section 10. Can you open it real quick? And any questions you have, please write them down. We don't have time to go over all this. We have experts to come and explain it better than I am. Because I was confused as you are, because I thought it was retroactive. I mean, so, real quick. And they were calling it the rolling calendar year. To me, it's the fiscal year, from October to September, right?
It depends on what it says, I don't wanna.
Yeah, they mentioned that in the
Rolling calendar year.
Yeah, so it's calendar, it's not fiscal year.
So the calendar year is from
January to.
January to December. So, I'm gonna just read the attendance portion, which is the one that has been affecting us. Just read it, I don't wanna, redundant. So if you have 3 excused absences on a regular meeting, so if we have a subcommittee meeting that doesn't have.
Unexcused.
Unexcused. And then, but then, it says here. 3 consecutive regular men. During the 12 months, whether excused or unexcused. So you have to have a maximum of 3 absences and then you will be removed. So, right?
No.
Okay, how do you interpret it?
Okay, the item 10BI, or the first one, if you accrue 3 unexcused absences from regular scheduled committee meetings during the same 12-month rolling calendar year. You're. That,
January to December.
yes. Then also, if you accrued 3 consecutive, like we're now May, June, July, 3 consecutive regular scheduled meetings during the same 12-month rolling calendar, regardless of whether excused or unexcused, you'll be automatically moved.
So 3 consecutive or
3 consecutive or 3 unexcused. And then they accrue 5 absences, regular scheduled meeting during the same 12-month of whether excused or unexcused. So if you miss 3 consecutive,
Yeah.
you're out. If you miss 3 unexcused, you're out. If you miss 5 total, it doesn't matter if it's excused or unexcused, you're out.
Okay.
So it's 3, 3, 5.
Okay,
Thank you.
and then for the excused absence and I told this to them because I know some people were, for medical reasons, death in the family, unexpected related work, and so forth. Military service, another reason that the chair, in their own discretion, would classify it as excuse and excuse. There was one item here. Oh, about the Zoom. Can you explain, Al, about the Zoom? Because I know the maximum of 2 that you can attend.
Correct.
Via Zoom. And the chair cannot be in the Zoom meeting.
Well, the chair could be in the Zoom, but you can't act as chair if you're doing.
Oh, okay.
You can't chair the meeting, that meeting.
Oh, okay.
So any of you are allowed to, but please be mindful of that it is telling you that you do have to coordinate this with your liaison in advance. You can't just submit it before the meeting saying, hey, I'm gonna jump into
Yeah.
Zoom, participate via
So
Zoom.
24 hours before, you need to contact her. And then if you're in the Zoom, it doesn't count as a quorum, but you can vote. It's kind of confusing, but that's.
Correct.
I think those are the ones that are more relevant to us. There's a lot of other stuff here. But again, if you have any questions, write them down. And then when we meet with the council member who's gonna come and explain this better, to us, better answers for us. I appreciate it, otherwise we'll be all day here reading this.
And through the chair, nowhere here says that the persons in the committee are required to attend the events
No.
that we put together.
No,
Because
No.
No,
I don't.
because that has been an issue before that.
Well, if you
You know,
look
they
at
have
the
them.
page 10, it does say code of conduct.
Oh.
Committee member shall, it doesn't say it specifically, keep
Uh-huh.
in mind, but it does say shall arrive at meetings and events prepared and on time. Shall attend as many events hosted by their committees as possible. Shall act with professionalism whenever they are attending events, so that's all relevant to you.
Yeah, make sure you read this. I know we originally had one and we were following. But this is it. These are the rules. This is done by the council and let's hope, make sure that we don't get in trouble. We're not following it. So, okay. I'm not gonna make a motion because we don't. No, it's just for information. So again, if you have any questions, write them down and then we'll gather all, all the information and then we'll meet with the council member or whoever comes to the answer. Okay. Thank you very much. Next, the picture for mom, Elsa, real quick.
Okay, facts, the paint a picture for mom was held Saturday at Farmers Market. And it was a beautiful event. The children enjoyed it, the parents enjoyed it. We had, it was a maximum of 100 for Eventbrite. And we were sold out supposedly, but we only had 27 walk-up, 13 from Eventbrite, made a total of 40 plus the 8 helpers that they sat down and painted also. So it was a total of 48. The venue is the one that we need to always have, the farmer's market. Unfortunately, I was away and I had confirmed with Diego. But when Diego got there and he didn't see the tables or the chairs, he thought that we were not gonna do the event that day. So there was a little bit of
Hiccup.
yeah, because he didn't have the tent, but he was very nice that he went to the warehouse and got the tents for us. So one of the things to keep in mind that we have to confirm with him before the event to make sure that he has the tents out there. And I think another situation was the plant booth who had that truck and all his plants blocking part of the area where we set up. I think from now on, if I'm chair, I'm gonna walk the venue with Diego to make sure that we know exactly where we're gonna be, so we don't have that problem of that. I ordered more tables, we got less tables. I ordered more chairs, we got less chairs. The tables we were able to deal with, the chairs, sometimes the children were there standing with their parents waiting to sit down to color. So in the future, if the town doesn't have enough chairs, then Justin and I were talking that some of us have chairs that we could bring from our house to compensate for that. Other than that, I gave the post-event report to Felicia. Do you need one out?
Sure, I'll
Okay.
upload it as part of the.
And other than that, it's a beautiful event. And it went very well. The children from Our Lady of the Lake School were a big help. So was my granddaughter. And the girl from the New World also. So we had a great response from them. Thank you for the committee members that were there. Overall, it was
highly successful.
Yes, it always is. It's a beautiful event. And you could see it in the faces of the children, especially the mothers, when they received that.
And we were lucky enough to have the Education Advisory Board bring the books and
A
the
lot of
quality
books.
of the book selection was.
They were
awesome.
wonderful. It was great.
Wonderful books.
They did a great
So
job.
they were very happy to be there and looking forward to doing another.
Oh, and we even have the juice containers to hand out
Yeah.
for the children.
Yeah, the juice and the water
Yeah,
in the
Okay.
cooler. That
Yeah,
worked
that was
nice.
very
They liked
nice.
that.
Nice
Yeah.
little touch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elsa.
all right.
Moving on. Father's Day fishing tournament. Jeanette, you have anything to report?
Yes, I hope you were able to see, we circulated.
Yeah, these are, I'm trying to copy here, but
the proposed budget for the fishing tournament, which is gonna be held June 14th. It's a Saturday before Father's Day. And I remember last year we voted to cut it 1 hour because it started to get really hot at noon.
Thank you.
So the event will be from 8 in the morning to 11 in the morning. And the event budget that we normally have is 500 for the Father's Day fishing tournament. We were able to secure a sponsor. He's willing to come up with the 515 that's missing for the proposed budget. And pretty much it includes the same as last year with the exception of the porta potty. Last year, no one used it and it was difficult where it was located because we were having trouble picking it up and delivering it the times that the grounds wanted it to. So we ended up having to put it across the street in the Veterans Park, which most people didn't really see it. So we're just not gonna have it this
Yeah,
year.
for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and since we cut it to 3 hours now, I don't think, we could use it. The restroom facility is pretty much at the Mary Collins, so it is far, but there is one if people really need to use it. I don't know, we'll have to go through the whole entire
No, it's okay.
request, but I would just go to the last page. For
Yeah,
the,
that's the
for the
budget.
budget, which is what, we have
The
to,
the total cost will be $1,015.
yeah, I would like to make a motion to approve the proposed budget for the 2025 Father's Day fishing tournament. And so basically I'll go through all the items, but yes, the total will be no more than 1,015. And the way that number came across was with items that we have used in the past. So we have garbage bags coming at $9, paper towels, $7, fishing weight and the measuring tape. If we get 2 of them, it was 20. Awards and medals came down to 30. Raffle ticket rolls, if we need one, will be $8. The raffle prices last year, more or less, I think it was $200 where we bought
That's a lot.
toys and things for the kids. Assorted snacks were 54. Water bottle packs, if we get 3 that are 24, they come down to 27. Ice bag, an estimate of 2 bags will be $10. And then from One Stop Bait, he quoted me anywhere from 580 to 650, but today he actually sent the final quote and it's close to the 580 something, which was the same that we had last year. However, I don't want to change it. I just want to leave what we have
Right.
proposed in case if we have any leftover money, we can always roll it over. Because we do have a secured sponsor that has already
Yeah,
committed
thank God.
to the 515. So, the sponsor would be the Hertz Law, and he sponsored last year as well, along with Ron Morera. This year, I spoke to him, he's willing to do the full 515. So I'd like to make a motion, to approve the budget as presented, including the sponsor for 515, and then the full $500 that are allocated to the fishing tournament.
Do I hear a
I
second?
second the motion.
Okay, discussion.
Discussion?
My thought is, why $200 for raffle prices? That seems high to me.
That's how much we were able to get last time, and normally we have around like 30 kids that participate.
Mhm.
So we tried to do the raffle, but at least for every kid to have something. And not have like, everybody participate and somebody be left out not having a prize,
Mhm.
that's what happened last time.
And
I
you're
think,
staying within budget, so that's fine.
yeah, all the
Yeah.
kids were like, we
Well,
want to,
because of this funds.
Right.
right, we want to do the raffle, but at the end of the day, we don't want anybody,
Empty handed.
empty-handed because most of the kids that go are little.
The veterans just had a fishing.
Oh, yeah?
Event.
Yeah, they
The
have
veterans.
one right there.
Yeah.
April 20.
And I go, oh no, April
know.
20 something.
Yeah, I saw it in the lake.
So,
And it's been.
yeah, they had the fishing in the lake and then they had their picnic in the park.
And it's been fully advertised? As
No,
far as
we
the-
haven't yet.
Okay,
No?
yeah, because we haven't approved the budget
Oh,
or
okay.
anything, that's why, I was like scared, I said, oh no, I mean, it's a traditional event, so the moment we approve this, you're gonna start promoting it, right?
Correct.
Okay, so, any more discussion? Any questions? Okay. All in favor of the budget and,
Yes. The breakdown.
breakdown,
Yeah, yes, aye.
Any nays?
any nays?
Did everybody vote? Cause I heard like 2.
I have 2 eyes.
Aye.
Aye.
Against? Okay, good, thank you. Saved by the bell. Because we were scared, I don't know what we're gonna do. And thank God for the sponsor, so we need to thank God.
Brian.
No, no, it's not Brian, what's their name?
Oh, the other
Joshua
one.
Hertz.
Joshua Hurt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so, legal, we can start advertising. it.
We'll start adding into our circulation, yes.
Okay, no, I know the calendar here, the electronic one already has it.
Right.
But we need to put it on social media. Okay, next,
On June sixth, the Miami Laker comes out, June sixth.
June 6th, so
Okay.
let's make sure that we
Yeah.
have it in the name.
I just sent out the invite to the Laker. I know it comes out June 6th, but we have to make sure, we have to check when the deadline is. I know I've shared it with you guys, but I'll pull it up now.
Yeah.
Because remember that they do it very well in advance.
I know, and Hertzlaw also sent you the law,
Yes.
you got.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it. Now let's move on to the next one. 4th of July, real quick, I finally got a reply from the proposed, person, Antoine Rubio. I'll give you the spelling in a moment. He's delighted to sing for us, and I told him, and I sent him a reminder 2 days ago or yesterday. Please, I've been telling him to send a little bio, a little video. This is a young guy, but his voice is amazing. He's a tenor, so he's, like I said, he said, I'm thrilled to participate. But I want him to send us something, so you can listen to it or see who he is. And then have things, I wanna have a plan B just in case, but he said yes, but he hasn't sent information, so. For the next meeting, and I told him, please, we're having a meeting tomorrow or Wednesday, I told him. So, but at least he said yes. So I'm looking forward to his information. And I'll share it, send it to Violet, and she can share it with you guys.
Through the chair. For the 4th of July, we have the band, and then we're gonna have Antoine singing, hopefully.
Yeah, Antoine and his spelling.
Star Spangled Banner.
This-
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, he's sing the.
Yeah,
Star
and then we will have the timeline ready, I guess, William Perez from the Veterans, Committee, he always has, the color guard
Photo art.
and so forth, so he's doing that for us. And, the spelling, with the gentleman. The spelling of Antoine's name is A as in apple, N T H U A N as in Nancy, and Rubio is Rubbio.
Okay,
That must be his artistic name,
okay.
but it's Antoine Rubio. You can look him up, he's participating in other events. I met him in an event here in town, so that I was very impressed with the singing. So,
Through the chair, I just wanna ask too, will we be able to include, Lionel as the?
that's something that, if we have the budget, I mean, we're still working on the sponsorship and so forth. So it is just a matter of if we can put them in, it's like, I would love to have, another entertainer besides the band, and the band is Mantrap. They have been approved by us, so, I'd like to make the motion to, of course, the name, I mean, we still haven't heard, the rest of the information from Antoine Rubio, so tentatively, I'd like to make a motion to approve Antoine Rubio as our singer for the national anthem.
Okay, I second.
Okay. Discussion? Of course, we need more information on him, but
Through the chair, I don't know if it makes sense to do a tentative motion, because either you're
No,
approving it
no,
or not.
Make a
but,
motion.
he's make a motion that, we'll use him.
I'll use them. He said,
Well,
Well,
yeah,
then the motion is to approve,
Approve,
not
okay,
tentative, right?
Okay, okay, I revised my motion. To approve Antoine Rubio as our singer of the national anthem for the 4th of July.
I second.
Okay,
we're not paying him or anything, right?
we're waiting for him to send us the proposal. That's the thing.
Okay.
I mean, he said, yeah, I'll do it, I can send me the information.
But
Are we paid in the past?
but the motion is that we approve him, but we don't know how much, so if we make the motion to approve, and that means we're have to get him?
The
Obligated.
last
Obligated to get
the
him?
last singer that
I mean,
we
that's
have-
the direction you guys are giving me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
last-
thinking.
Please, the last singer that we had, we paid her $100. So if he says more, I said, sorry, $100 it. So, so we can approve a budget for that. No more than
150. I guess.
150. For your motion to approve 150.
There's, through the chair, there's currently a motion on the table.
Okay.
You wanna amend your motion?
I'd like to amend the motion to propose Antoine Rubio as our singer for the national anthem. And
Not to exceed.
compensation not to exceed $150.
I second that amendment.
Okay,
Vote to approve the amendment.
the amendment, all in favor?
Aye.
Nays?
Yes,
Passes unanimously.
okay, and it passes, so back to the main motion is to approve Antoine Rubio as our singer for the national anthem. Okay.
Another motion?
No,
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 no.
you have amendment, you have to.
With the amendment.
Back to the main motion. So, the main motion was to approve Antoine Rubio as the singer for the national anthem for the 4th of July. Very second?
But
We
But we just
did that.
did it.
No, okay,
No, no,
We
no,
just
we
did it.
moved, we voted to amend the motion. Right?
Yeah.
And that's been approved, so the motion on the table is to use Antoine Rubio, right, to sing the national anthem for the 4th of July. With not to exceed payment of $150.
Exactly.
okay,
Yes.
second,
Second.
okay.
Yeah.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Against? Okay, now. Okay. Next item is Music for Americas. We all said, have they sent you the papers? Okay. I meant to remind her, but.
Yeah, I reminded her too, when she said.
Yeah, I know, I've seen the emails. So that's the status. We have a contract, it was sent back to them to sign it. They haven't sent it back, so, but we approved them for our concert on August 16th. So, that is pending, I guess, pending their paperwork. There's no motion to make on this. Book talk, Elsa?
Okay, book talk, our last discussion at the last meeting. We approved Cristina Diaz Gonzalez, Cristina with an H, Renee, Diaz Gonzalez, the author of The Red Umbrella, to be the guest author at our book talk. And her fee of $1,000. We've already received a sponsorship from Miami Lakes Automo for $500. The committee approved the $500 extra for that. Did she send the agreement back, right? Signed, or you signed it and sent it to her? right?
Honestly, I can't go into my laptop.
No,
It just died,
okay,
so
but I
don't-
remember before I left that you had signed it and had sent
I
it.
think so.
Yeah, okay, so I'll double check with her anyway. She's traveling right now, promoting some other books at different schools. But we're set with her. Vicky Bakery is going to sponsor the food. And I have one family, the Dumas family, who I'll be going with them to Costco. They offered to fund the Prosecco and wine or whatever we need, so.
What's the name of the family?
The what?
The name of the family?
Dumas.
Dumas, Dumas, to sponsor that. It is a beautiful book, The Red Umbrella. It's based on the, you read it, good. It's based on the Pedro Pan children that came here. We have a big community in Miami Lakes that are Pedro Pan children, including myself. So it is, I think it's going to be an incredible turnout. And instead of having an author via Zoom, like we've done in the past, this will be in person. And she'll be here to sign the books also. She'll sign them.
And selling them at the same time?
No selling. no
Free
selling.
board.
Yeah, if you bring your own book and she'll sign, no selling.
This is just.
September 4th, Thursday at 7 p.m. in
Yeah.
Town Hall.
Yeah, but 7, in the
The,
flyer, it says what?
6:30.
6:30, we
Six.
open the doors.
We open the door,
The flyer for our
flyer.
discussion says 6:30.
6:30.
Okay, yeah, I was confused.
And
What
in
time
the
will
flyer-
committee be there to set up? 6 p.m.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Or
And the
before.
flyer says, read the book in advance and bring your copy for signing. The book will
Exactly.
not be sold at the end.
Exactly, exactly.
Hopefully people will do that. And by the way, if you, I got my book at Barnes and Nobles, and if you buy that book, I don't know if we still have any left. If you buy a second book, it's 50% off, and it's not that expensive, the book, and it's a
Oh, it's not
beautiful
expensive.
story.
It's a paperback.
Paperback. Should have bought it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I should have brought it.
thank you, Rasa. You think we need to make a motion on any of
No.
this?
No.
Okay, thank you.
No.
Next is Main Street Live. We still haven't heard from Matthew regarding the June ban approval for.
They did, no, EDC did not move forward with it.
Okay, he was gonna talk to, the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay, yeah, but through EDC, no.
Yeah, and EDC did not.
Well, I shouldn't say nothing. To be fair, EDC is
First.
supporting the role by putting in dollars for advertising the event.
Advertising. Okay, so EDCs are doing advertising. Advertising. And, this Friday, we have, Jackson Bond, who was, you know,
He was with us.
yeah, no, but his concert was gonna be in January, but it got rained out. So he's coming this Friday from 7:30 to 9:30 on Main Street. So please spread the word. He's very excited to be playing for us, and everything is, ready to go. The stage, the lighting, and the band.
Through the chair, Jackson Bond.
Jackson, like Jackson and Bond is Bunn. Bond. Thank you. If you go by Main Street, you can see the poster in the kiosk, the Grahams, paid for that one. Because the January one was canceled, the generous enough to pay for this one, so the only one that we're still hesitant is the June one, so. And it runs from January to June, so if we don't do June, then next year we'll start planning and getting sponsors and so forth. So, that's about it. New business, Hispanic Heritage Month update.
We can kind of go through it kind of quickly. So we're doing Peru this year. It's gonna be Saturday, October 4th, from 6 to 9 p.m. at Roberto Alonso. We have an estimate of 150 guests. Our budget is 3,000. We were able to get marinera dancers, which we were able to negotiate down to 450. It's gonna be 2 dancers. They're gonna do a 15-minute, so it's 2 sets. First set is marinera, and then the second set, they're gonna do audience participation and get the crowd dancing as well.
Well, that's me.
And then we also found a band, a Peruvian band, that was able to negotiate them down as well. It's a 5-piece band. They were originally asking like 750. I was able to get them down to 550 for a 45-minute
Wow.
set.
That's
Yeah.
good,
Um,
that's good.
Yeah.
So that would be kind of good. So you'll get a little music, a little dance.
Great.
We thought that the band would be better first, right?
Yes, we're gonna start with the band
Band
first,
first,
while
uh-huh.
people are eating and getting into the
And
event.
then they
Yeah,
can,
perform.
then they can do,
Right,
yeah.
so you're not gonna have a DJ?
We do,
Yes, we
we
do
still
have a
have it in
DJ.
there, yeah. Because then what we figure is after everybody kind of does the interactive portion, then everybody can join out dancing. And
Mhm.
kind of end it how we did last year, which was really nice.
Lovely.
And I think people were happy,
Yeah, they
and
love
that
that.
danced a lot.
Yeah, they love that. People love that.
The next one you're gonna like.
Yeah.
The next one you're gonna like.
And then, so we do have the DJs there, but we also found a Peruvian artist. And so he's gonna display 15 art pieces in the hallway when you walk in to Roberto Alonso. And he, for nothing, he's just gonna display his art.
Mhm.
And I told him, obviously, if someone comes and wants to purchase his art, then that's on him, but he can share.
Nice,
Good, good.
great. I guess you have to coordinate with the staff at the Roberto Alonso to
Yeah.
make sure that the pieces don't get damaged or knocked over.
Yeah, once I know exactly what he's going to be, showing off at the event, then we can kind of just, kind of do a layout of the event, which you couldn't help us with, I'm sure. And of where everything's gonna be placed. Dr. Limon has offered to help us with the food. I kind of gave him a pretty much no budget, and he's gonna work with whatever we give him. And he said he'll do above and beyond there for us. So he offered to do ceviche, calzas, sushi rolls, and chafa rice for us. And then we're trying to figure out the dessert. So that's that, and then, balloons are gonna be donated by Miami Balloon Garden like they were last year, which is, Councilman Murrah's wife.
Yeah.
Catherine.
Catherine, yeah. And then uplighting, we'll have uplighting that I'm donating, and then, we also talked about, doing the same thing that we did last year, that everybody kind of looked like a group, which we kind of liked. That, you wear the bandana with,
White dress shirt.
white dress shirt, black,
blouse.
or yeah, black pants or black skirt
Nice.
to kind of all look like a
And
group.
we're gonna have Peru bandanas.
Peruvian bandanas, yeah.
And then the flags and the what?
We're gonna have bandanas.
Oh,
that,
yes,
you know,
with
like
the
you-
colors, with the
Yeah,
colors,
with their
yeah.
colors.
So what do we have to wear? The same outfit and then the different bandana?
Yeah, just the bandana thing.
Yeah, like we did
Just-
with Argentinian one.
Right.
Yeah, I think you did, yeah, you were.
White over black, is that what you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
black
because
and
it
white,
seems
yeah.
like the
So
simplest
they would
thing.
just.
Got it.
Yeah. And then obviously the decor and stuff is still, everything's still kind of in the works, but, we're in between doing something very colorful, which Peru obviously has like a lot of color, or doing just the colors of Peru, which is the red and the white. With,
Timing,
6 to 9 p.m.
it's not, what time do you want us to?
I would say like an hour beforehand. The other thing that an hour and a half
Okay.
beforehand. The other thing I was gonna ask, and I mentioned to IL too, about possibly seeing if we could get like volunteers from maybe the high school, maybe from Pace, maybe.
Oh, because of the alcohol,
Yeah,
right? That was the question?
Yeah, that's help serve food. So that the committee doesn't have to be doing that the whole time.
You're gonna have liquor?
We are, yes.
Okay.
There's
How
no
does that
party
work with
without
the
that.
house?
Yeah, that's what, so
bracelets.
Yeah.
I will get back to you.
Yeah.
And also Dr. Limon is delivering, so we don't have to worry about that. and then
Talk to the owner then?
Yeah,
Yeah, what's his
Yeah.
name? What's the owner's name? Dr. Limon, I know.
Oh, what's
Okay, one at a time, one at a time. Go ahead.
Justin, how about other members from other committee? That
Volunteer?
to volunteer instead of kind of keeping everyone involved with the committees, even from the elderly.
Well, we have two elderly already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have more than
Three.
two.
Yeah, you have, I know there's 4 here,
Nancy wants to. Huh?
but
She's a big committee.
right, perhaps we can reach out to other committees and have them participate, just like the Fairness Committee or so
Good
forth,
idea.
and we'd have to reach out like externally
Mhm.
and kind of give them something to do as well.
See,
Yeah, usually we handle
If
it
needed,
with
of
us.
course.
Yeah.
yeah, thank you for the idea.
What is needed is, so right now we're on budget. But there's still some aspects missing, so if anybody knows of any sponsors that would be a good fit for this event, that would also be helpful.
Okay, so that's important.
Question for you, essentially Manny Balloon Garden and Dr. Limon should be honored as sponsors. And I asked for the purposes of space. Are you going to be giving those two a table? Do they need it?
So
Or,
Catherine's probably not gonna have a
Okay.
table. Dr. Limon, I did offer it to them if they wanted to. And theirs might be as simple as just having
it's
their,
probably where the food is.
yeah,
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm asking because then
Yeah.
that opens up
Resource.
space
yes,
for the other two
Mhm.
sponsors to do that are maybe not related directly.
for
to the
sure,
event.
100%, yeah, that
So
would
I'll
be good.
get you a package essentially the same as last year, but I'll update it.
Mhm.
Okay,
Any questions?
and I would say max too, because it's a big event, but it's a small space.
It sounds wonderful again.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
That's, it's
Yeah,
a new venue.
that's-
We've never done it there, so
Yeah.
let's hope we get a good turnout.
Yeah.
And
We will.
People will come, people will come.
They'll come, because it's the same people that come to
Yeah, they
bingo,
come all the time.
Yeah. well, hopefully-
and they know where it is, and
Yeah,
hopefully
you know,
we'll get
the-
outside.
the-
Yes.
We estimated 150 guests, but I don't
Yeah.
think we're gonna have that many, but.
No,
Yeah, no, we don't wanna have
no.
too many people.
But they do have 16 tables.
16 tables?
Yeah.
Okay,
And-
what you can do is when you do what is it, the event form,
Yes,
please, do the layout, I can help you.
Yes.
You want them to go and.
Now there you don't have carpet, so you don't.
no
need a-
carpet,
need
we
to
don't
get
need.
advance for
right.
this kind
of-
And you asked me about
Oh.
to check on the, stage size. They have an 8 by 24.
Okay, yeah, we can use that to have the singers or whatever. One concern that I have, because here, I know every year we've been doing is the video. Show of the different, I don't know if Suzanne has contacted the consulate. If not, I'll volunteer myself to contact them and ask them for the information, because we need to.
That's the one piece
curate
we're
all that, and
waiting,
I need time.
we're waiting for
because-
Suzanne to come back. She
Yeah.
should be back.
Yeah,
on
if
this-
she doesn't respond, please let me know, because we need to get those done. because
Right.
We have to, and find, because we don't have,
The screen.
screens over there, so
In
that's
terms
another,
of-
and I don't want that to be an extra expensive, not
No.
only.
So I have projector and screen, so,
You do?
yeah, so if we need to do it that, we can even project on a blank wall, that's there, and there's a lot of
Okay.
blank walls there.
Okay, well, that's, think about it, because
Mhm.
that's my concern. I think that's important, because people enjoy, learning about each country. And then, like I normally do is I talk about the history, the astronomy, the people, the places and so forth. So that's an important element, I think, of the event, is to educate the people about each country that we.
And through the chair, just so you know that we are also plan on doing, little, what is it called? Brochure,
Just-
like, just so that people kind of can see a little bit about the country.
Yeah, the consulate will probably
Yeah.
provide.
Yes.
But we want to do one actually for the event. It's gonna look like a boarding pass kind of thing.
Nice.
So you're like
Oh,
you're
oh,
traveling,
okay,
and it's gonna
Yeah.
have all the information about,
nice.
the country and, what's happening at the
Oh, that's
event,
cute.
as well
Yeah.
as mention the sponsors on there too.
And now you have a pope.
There you go. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
One in Peru.
For that boarding pass idea, if you guys want to send me the text of
Mhm.
what you want on there, and we can have the team kind of put the
Design.
layout, design the layout. for you
That'd be
guys.
nice.
Yeah. I spoke briefly yesterday with, what's her name, what was her name?
Idalis?
Idalis, I always get it confused. Idalis, and I told her to, when she does the poster, to make sure that she, like, show like Machu Picchu and typical, like, to look at their previous, flyers from different countries. So people can see, we're gonna have dancers with, with the nice hats that the Peruvian people have, and Machu Picchu, of course, is the
It's very
signature place to
colorful.
go. So, work with her, I guess they have to find the, images that are not copyrighted, so, she's very willing to help out, so reach out to Isle and tell her more or less. With information on the flyer, the correct information, the time and place and so forth. So, any other questions regarding the event?
Well, if anybody,
More stuff next time, right?
yeah, and if anybody knows anybody that has a llama, I got a quote to have a llama there at the entrance.
You want,
Like a
but you
real
want a
I
live.
want a live llama.
Well, the llama one.
And that's
Live one.
a live
Black
one.
llama.
A live
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
a Dolly llama.
I have one in my backyard.
Yeah, there you go.
So bring the llama, please.
Nice little bow, please.
That's a goal. So if you know anybody with a llama.
Okay, guys. Almost, it's 8:20, let's see if we can get out of here. Okay. Moving on, yeah, look what Suzanne sent to me, she's in Peru.
There she goes.
Yeah.
She could bring,
There you go. Anyway, okay, thank you very much, and, any announcements?
Yes.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry, is it deputy Amador
No,
or
it's
is it
just
still
officer.
officer?
Hey.
For you guys, whatever.
No, because
Oh,
I,
deputies.
it's deputy
Yeah,
Amador. Thank you, I wanted to clarify that, because I called you officer before and they told me deputy.
So, I think you guys got the emails already for the RAD class. Maybe a couple months ago. There you go.
I didn't.
That's it, right
Oh,
there.
you're having those again?
Yes, May 27th through the 29th, so it's coming up at the end of the month. And it's filling up quickly. I spoke to him last week and he said the class was almost full already, so at this point it might be to capacity. Robert Alonso, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And everybody that goes says it's great. Women that have done it once want do it again, because that's the thing, you can go as many times as you want. 3 days of intense training. Basically intense training to ward off any type of attack or many styles of attack. It's only women, only for women, and then you get to beat up on some men that are there with some equipment, so it's good for stress relief, I hear.
Any husbands?
I'll
Take your
say
husbands and put them in a suit.
I was gonna say excellent.
Yeah, it roll, it should, it's filling up, I mean, it was very, last time they had it, it filled up so quickly that many of the people that are there now is people that couldn't make it last time. Because it got filled up so quickly.
Can you take your daughters? I think you were able to.
Yes, I'll tell you
How old
right
do
now,
you want them to be?
I think 13, and I'm
Oh, 13? Oh, okay.
14, 13, 14,
14.
yeah.
And
it's
mandated the 3 nights.
Yes, all 3 nights, correct, yeah. It's a condensed, it's supposed to be a
Course.
week-long course that's done into 3 nights with the 4 hours each, so that it's not 5 nights.
And did you say it's sold out? Did you say that?
No, it's
It's
almost,
filling up.
it's
Oh,
filling up, yeah,
almost.
almost, yeah.
And where do we go to sign up?
Um,
Town? The town?
Can I send you the email again or send you, and then send it to them?
And then send it to us?
It says to register, email
Oh,
rad@ccw Miami-Dade, is that it, Deputy?
Yeah, I have a.
I'm pretty sure it's on
flyer.
our website.
I have
Yeah.
a flyer that they sent me.
Yeah.
That has all the information, that one right there, sends me all the information.
Yeah.
I'll send it to I'll,
So go ahead.
Yeah, rad at
At the
CCW
bottom.
Miami-Dade.
because in the email, it talks about a little bit more about the class too. Basically, what I'm telling you now, is a little more about the class from the instructors.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's on our website there, so if you guys want.
I'd like to announce, Friday's, concert on Main Street Live, please. Come and support, the arts, because it's part of our.
Yeah, this is well.
Yeah, this is,
Uh-huh.
And
Janet, do you want tickets to
Oh, yes.
two more?
Thank you.
Oh, no, take that.
No.
Okay.
What you got?
It's
two for me and then two more, two.
No, man, because I gotta take my grand.
Okay.
Can I get an extra? I have 2 parents.
Go on.
I'm sorry. No, anyway, okay, next meeting is June 11th. Please make sure to come. It's 8:25. And I make a motion to adjourn.
Okay.
I second.
All in favor?
Favor?
Aye.
Well, for all the stuff that we.
Yeah,
covered today, I think